Welcome back. I am now on my new phone, the Xiaomi or Xiaomi, however it's said, Mi A1, and I've used it for about a day. I did make an unboxing video and all that stuff, but unfortunately for me, I couldn't upload it. I was using my sister's phone, remember, and it just didn't work out. So anyway, the 64 gigabyte version was about $197 US, and for a budget phone, it's quite good. The Google Assistant opener, it opens your phone with your Google Assistant with voice recognition. That works well, and it is amazing. I love it. Whenever I have something I want to know, just say it. I can't really say it right now because then it'll pop it up on my screen and stop the video. And then the touch sensor is very responsive. I personally have never used a different touch sensor than this. I haven't had a touch sensor. I had a touch sensor on the 6 and 5S, but they were awful. I mean, you laid your finger down on them, and you couldn't really get anything. And that may just be my experience with these phones, but the touch sensor on those were not great. I liked the touch sensor on here because it was easier to set up than Apple's touch sensor. Apple takes a long time, and to me anyway, the touch sensor on the Xiaomi Mi A7, or not A7, A1, is much more responsive, much quicker to set up, and just all this, that, and the other. Whenever comparing Apple to Android, there is no comparison for me. I love Android. I don't like iOS because iOS is closed source and you can't really do anything on it. Everything has to be funneled through Apple, and it's kind of ridiculous. I do like the base setup of the Android on the Xiaomi Mi A7 as well, because it sort of gives a cool little feel to it. I don't know. I don't know. It comes preloaded now with Android 8.0, whereas before I think it came loaded with 7, which is still pretty high of an Android version. I know the Galaxy S8 comes with Android 6.5 at base level, or maybe 7, maybe, and that's a huge maybe. But anyway, the Xiaomi Mi A7, as you can see with the camera quality, it's not all that great. And that's the reason that it cost $200, really. The camera was not that great, and honestly, the rest of it was amazing, but the camera quality, And honestly, whenever these phones first came out like this, iPhone 5S right here, and then I have the iPhone 6S in my room, which is the one that recently broke. That whenever those phones first came out, I will say we paid a lot more than we paid for this thing for them, and this thing beats them out easily. I mean, easily. There's no question on which one is better to me. I mean, the Snapdragon 625 in here is much better than the A6 chip I think they have in here, and the A8 chip in the 6S. It's quite honestly, Android all around is better to me because I like the feel of the Android more, and I like the feel of being able to link my Google account with everything, so I don't have to create a completely separate Apple account or Android Play Store account. I like that you can just link your Google with that because it's kind of cool to me that you can do that. But so if I look at my eyes, look into them, and that's one of the cool things that I will say. The video I recorded, I'm sort of happy that I didn't get a chance to use it because it was using the iPhone 5S. I think this is either a 5S or a 5. Either way, one of those cameras, and it was absolutely, positively awful. It was disgusting in its use, and honestly, iPhone 6S really is much better than the iPhone 5S, but I think overall this camera is still better. So honestly, much better phone than the $600 ones that I've had in the past, and it was much cheaper. So like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and this was my day one review. Now I will post a 30-day after a month review, and then I might even post like a 6-month or even a 12-month review for those who want me to. If you want me to, go ahead and let me know down below. Let me know, you want me to post these reviews, because if you do, I will, and I'll assess some problems with it and this, that, and the other. But yeah, goodbye now.